In this episode, I'm gonna talk about DTO and I will create the product DTO. DTO stands for Data Transfer Object. Well, so this DTO is a design pattern used to encapsulate and transfer data between different layers or components. Okay. If you see in this response, we have an object here which is a table object, right? Whatever we have in the table, it is coming in the API response. So instead of sending the whole table, we can use a DTO, right? So in the DTO, we can only send the necessary fields. If you notice, we are also sending here ID, right? Also the actual cost, right? And so many other fields might be there, right? So this is, if we can remove this ID, so it will enhance our security, right? So what we can do, we can create a DTO where we can send the data only for product GUID, title, description and price. Let's say those are the only fields we needed for that API endpoint, right? Okay, so it is going to reduce the overhead because we are not sending all the unnecessary fields. We are only sending the required field for the particular task. We can also create multiple DTOs for the same model. Let's say one DTO for product GUID, title, description and price, and another DTO that includes the actual cost, right? Because they are gonna have a different purpose. They may calculate the profit loss and so many things, right? So that's why we can version the DTO also. So these are all advantages of using DTO. Now let's go to our application and then create the DTO. Okay, so I'm gonna keep that project under common folder. So right click, add new project, class library, that's gonna be class library, and I'm gonna give it a name as shared. You can give it a name like maybe DTO if it is only specific to DTO, but I'm gonna keep other essential components also in the shared project, including DTO. That's why I'm giving it a shared. In a bigger application, it might be a completely separate project which is like a shared DTO, but I'm gonna keep it under only the shared project because it's a very tiny application, a sample application, right? Okay, I'm gonna delete this class. Now let's create a folder because we can organize the classes using folders. So this is gonna be, let's give it a name, products. Under products, we can add a class that is gonna be product DTO. Okay, so in the product DTO, we are gonna give the field name that only specific our needs. So in the product DTO, we are gonna add only the fields that is specific to our needs, right? So ID, I'm not gonna add the ID, that is a security risk, right? I don't want to expose the ID. Instead, I can expose GUID, right? This is our product GUID. Okay, let's see what other fields we have in our product. So we have the product GUID, then title, right? That can be also exposed. String, which is the title. and we also have another one which is description, right? What else? Price, that we can also send out the price, right? That was a float type. And what else? Maybe quantity, right? Yep, quantity. We can also pass the product type ID. Okay, so let's say these are the fields we are going to expose as part of our API endpoint, right? Now, how can we convert that product object to the product DTO object? Well, I got a wrong class name here. It's gonna be product DUCT. Yes. Okay, it got changed to product DTO. Okay, so so this is gonna be in the product service, right? Here, as soon as we get the products, then we want to convert those products into product DTO object, right? So here we need to call that method, right? That will magically convert that product into our product DTO. So that magic method is gonna be in the DTO class. So what we are gonna do, we are gonna add a public product DTO convert to DTO, right? So here we will get the product object, right, and then convert it to the product DTO. So return type is product DTO. So right now we do not have that project reference, so that is coming from the repository. So we need to add the project reference, that is repository. Okay, then if we click control dot using repository model, let's remove the unnecessary using statements here. Okay, so what we can do, then we can use product GUID. It's gonna be product dot product GUID. Oops. Then title, so intelligence is there, descriptions, price, quantity. We also have like product type ID. This is gonna be product dot product type ID, right? Then return this. So this means this object, which is product DTO object. Okay, now we got it. Now let's go to our product service. So in the product service, what we can do, so this is like a list of products, right? So the list of products, what we can do, first of all, we can check if the products is null, right? So that is gonna be an error, right? Instead, so we can simply return null here for now, because if we call that DTO, it will throw exception here because that product is null. So product dot product GUID, it will throw exception. So we should check that list here if it is null or no. If it is not null, then let's create product DTOs maybe, or maybe products DTO. However you like. So that is gonna be products, right? Then we are gonna select each product, then convert that product into product DTO. Okay, so at this moment we do not have the reference to our shared project. So what we have to do, right click on the shared project, or on the dependencies, add project reference, then add the shared. Okay, control dot shared dot products. Okay, so we are selecting each product, right? Then converting into DTO, right? So in the DTO we need to pass, we need to pass that product, which is the X, right? We are selecting X. X is the select X, means it is selecting each products from the product list. Okay, so that we can send. I think that's it, right? It will convert products DTO. Then finally we can return the product DTO from here. First of all, I want to give it a try, right? Okay, let's and then call the API. Okay, it's here, right? We have products, 2 products. That's good. Now let's see, let's inspect like F11. Well, it is converted, and if you see, we have 2 product DTO here. See, product DTO that only has like description, price, GUID, product type ID, quantity, and title, right? It doesn't include the product ID. So that is working as expected. That's good, right? So now we need to change the return type because it is still sending the whole object. So what we can do now, we need to change this to product DTO. Then this is gonna be products DTO, right? So we change the signature of the method, right? So that is in the interface. We also need to change it. So product DTO, control dot shared projects products. Then what else? Okay, then we can see the product controller. So in the product controller we are getting list of product DTO. Okay, now let's give it a try. Okay, in the previous request we got all of these, right? Now it should remove product ID, product type, actual cost, right? Let's see, send. Okay, there is a breakpoint. Let's take it off. Yep, so we got only the specific fields that we needed, right? That's pretty awesome, isn't it? Okay, in the next episodes I'll show you how to use the automapper. Meaning, if you see that we had to manually convert this object into a product DTO object, right? Product object into product DTO object. So instead of writing this code, right, we can use a mapper, which is a library, third-party library that can convert the product object into product DTO object for us, right? So we can eliminate this code and we can use the mapper. So there is one popular mapper. There's so many popular mappers. I am gonna use auto mapper for this one, right? I also want to give you one homework that let's open the notepad. So in the homework, what I want you to do is that create API endpoint, right, which is gonna be product type, let's give it a name like get product types, right? So it will expose all the product types, okay, and it should be, I mean, it can be under product controller, right? So it is gonna be in the product controller. Let's mention it under product controller. So currently, first of all, try to create this API endpoint. So from the API endpoint, I mean, let's say there is another request here, right? We will get all product type, right? So here we should have a like API endpoint something like this: product get all product types. That's what we will send the request, right? So that will return us the list of the product types. Okay, so that is the first task. Once you can create that, right, then you need to create, I mean to say, so in the product type, let's inspect the product type. We have the ID, which is the key, and the name, right? ID and name. So what I want you to do is create or add one more field here, which is product type GUID, right? Same way we have here product GUID type, right? So create a product GUID here, product type GUID, and in the API endpoint only expose the product type GUID and a name, not the primary key, right? So that is also be the requirement in the second part. Okay, then create product type DTO, right? Okay, before that add product type GUID in the product type model, right? Then add the migration, then use the add migration and update database command, right? Once this part is completed, then create the product type DTO, right? Then update the product service that will convert the product type to product type DTO, right? So in the API response, it will eliminate the ID. It will only expose product GUID and product product type GUID and the product type name, right? So this is your homework. Let's try this one, right? There are 3 steps. First of all, create the API endpoint. Then secondly, add the product type GUID in the model. Then add migration. Then update database command, right? then create the product type DTO, then update the product service that will convert product type to product type DTO. Okay, I hope you can complete this homework. If you face any issue or anything, please write that in the comment box. I will try to resolve your issue. And if you also want me to create the video for that, right, so let me know in the comment box so that I will create a separate video only for this task, right? But I encourage you to try these steps first, right? And if you face the issue, write in the comment box. And still if you are having the issue, then I will create the video for you. Well, I think that's gonna be a pretty good experience for you. Let me know your thought, anything, like if you are liking or not liking, or if you have any suggestion, also please write in the comment box, right? I will try to adjust on those. That's it. Please like the videos, and if possible please share the videos, right? And if possible, at least write a simple comment in the comment box. That would mean the whole world to me. Thank you.